Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new halacha for you. And it is for Sunday, the 20th day of October. Here we go. Today's halacha is a fun one. You know, or you may know, that there is an inyan, like it's a little bit important. It's not exactly a strict law, but it's a nice thing to have your cup runneth over, like when you make havdalah, to pour the cup in such a way that the cup spills over the top. It's a sign of blessing. It just shows that I'm making my bracha here with abundant blessing, and so may it be a sign that God gives me abundant blessing, and that's the gist of the thing. However, what sometimes happens is people get hung up on things like this, which are nice customary ideas, and then they just like twist the idea way farther than it was meant to go. Let me just get to the point and show you what I mean. Some people will do this to the point where, like, way too much wine spills over the top, and they're actually then guilty of wasting. And you know that it's very important in our Torah that we don't waste. So when your cup runneth over at Havdalah and you pour a little bit more than the Havdalah cup needs, don't make it be 6, 7, 8 ounces of expensive wine that you just spill out because you wanted to show a sign of your cup running over. You do it modestly, so that it's not crazy. Another example of this: you're at a friend's house and they're making a kiddush, and you pour your cup of wine, and you want your cup to runneth over when you make your bracha over the cup of wine at the kiddush. You're holding the cup in your friend's living room over the carpet, and the red wine is now going to run down your hand and sleeve and onto the carpet and stain their carpet. Do you think that the halacha intended for you to stain your friend's carpet and cause him a monetary loss and a mess in his house because of this idea? I don't think so. So please be careful of that too. Yes, it's nice, but then have a little plate underneath it to make sure that the spill will not be staining things. I have one more fun one. You may or may not know that on Hoshana Rabbah we go around the shul 7 times, each time as we recite one of the paragraphs of Hoshana Rabbah, and some shuls are crowded. And you will sometimes see people taking, it is a nice custom to walk around the shul 7 times, but you will see people in the crowded shul so strong on the idea of walking around 7 times that they'll shove past, push past other respectful people and almost knock them down, trip them up just to get past them because there's an idea to go 7 times around the shul. Well, that too is taking something that is definitely a true Jewish custom, but you don't do it to the point where you're hurting fellow Jews. Loving your fellow as yourself is certainly way more important than that. That's a general command in our Torah that's considered one of the pillars of how we treat fellow Jews. So there too, it's a custom to go around the shul 7 times, but it's certainly a biblical command to never do harm to your fellow Jew and to love him as you love yourself. So the gist of today's law is that, yes, all these customs that we like to keep, make sure that you're not putting priorities all messed up and bashing somebody down to get your 7 times around the shul, or staining your friend's rug because you wanted your cup to run over, or wasting $2 worth of wine because you wanted to have that symbol at Havdalah. All this within reason, and if you're ever unsure of these kinds of things, try to find out which is key and which is custom and which thing overrides which, so that you don't end up following a custom at the cost of violating an important law. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.